"Look at him! He can't even move a wheel," said one engine in the sheds that morning. "How disappointing," said another. One morning in the engine sheds, Henry was not feeling well. He could hardly turn a wheel, and the other engines would not stop making fun of him for it. "Have you had your morning coffee yet, Henry? Driver says it really helped him get going." "It's not funny, Golden. My boiler aches, and my wheels feel like they're going to fall right off." The others just laughed. Edward grew tired of it all. "Put a pipe in it, will you lot?" he remarked. "Henry could do more work than all of you combined with no trouble at all. He's just having an off day is all." The other engines just rolled their eyes as they started to set off for their morning duties. Henry steamed measly into Knapford Yards to pick up a goods train bound for Brendam Docks. He felt weak, and he hardly had enough steam to back up to his train. "Hello, Henry," said Thomas. "Why do you look so upset? You're not pulling the flying kipper today, so no need to worry about crashing." "Oh, hush you. It's just my system is out of order. Or perhaps it's achoo!" Steam wheezed high into the air and all over the nearby trucks. "Hey, you can't wheeze at us like that," they called. Henry just ignored them, and he started off with his train. "Goodbye. Be sure to stay on the rails today," chuckled Thomas. "I've heard it before," Henry snorted in response. Henry puffed slowly down the line with his train. "Come on, Henry. You can go faster than that," his driver called. "No, I can't. I feel terrible." "I'll just increase the regulator and try to get us going a little faster myself then." "No, please," Henry pleaded, but it was too late. They sped up more and more. Henry lost more and more breath. "Must carry on, must carry on," he told himself. He soon arrived battered and weary at Ellsbridge Station. "Henry, my goodness," cried Toby. "You look terrible. Are you feeling all right?" "Thanks for the compliment. And no, I'm not feeling all right. My system is out of order, and I'm feeling terribly ill." "Maybe if you were a tank engine, then you wouldn't have to deal with these sorts of problems," Percy chimed in. Henry scowled at the thought. "I'll keep my tender, thank you. I quite like being able to pull more than 5 trucks at a time." "5 trucks? I can pull more than just that," squeaked Percy. It wasn't until just then that the Fat Controller arrived. "Hello, sir. What are you doing here?" "Oh, I'm just checking in to see how things are going, Toby," he said importantly. "I heard that you're having problems, Henry." "I am, sir. But I'm sure I can manage," he said, trying to sound persistent. "I just need to..." As Henry started to puff away, something cracked. "My, oh my," said the Fat Controller. "What was that?" "That would be my safety valve, sir." Oh dear, this will never do. We've got to figure out a solution to this problem right away." Percy and Toby shunted Henry onto the next line over, as the Fat Controller asked the station master to get in contact with the other authorities of the railway. He soon walked back to Henry, Percy, and Toby, who were all just as anxious as he was. "Well, I'm afraid we've got no other engines to take this train for Henry." "No other engines?" asked Toby. "But aren't there a good 30 other engines on the railway?" "Yeah, most of them are being decommissioned at the moment, like Flora and Arthur, so you two will just have to manage, I suppose. Do you think you can do it?" "Yes, sir," they both said at once. "That's good," the Fat Controller said. "Go show everyone what you can do." And so the two coupled up to the train with Percy in front and set off for the docks. Come on, said Percy, sounding as determined as ever. We're coming along, they shrieked, bumping into each other. I haven't pulled a train this well in years, said Toby joyously. I haven't pulled a train this long in years, Percy exclaimed. They had to stop multiple times to get Toby more water along the way since he had small water tanks, but upon each startup they felt stronger than the last. We'll make it! We'll make it! I know we will! I know we will! The trucks were oddly cooperative too. They clattered along behind the duo, giggling and chatting about talk going around in the yards. They soon made it to Burnham Docks feeling exhausted. I can hardly breathe, panted Toby. Neither can I, replied Percy. They slowed down to a halt next to Cranky the Crane. Percy, Toby, what are you little buggers, engines doing here? We took Henry's train. You two took that whole train? Cranky felt impressed, although he didn't quite show it. The two little engines puffed slowly to the water column and had a nice long drink. That night at the sheds, Henry was pleased to see Percy and Toby. I can't believe you two actually managed to deliver my train, he said. What you did was amazing. Ah, well, it was nothing, said Toby in reply. It's just lending a helping, buffer, said Percy, and they all laughed.